Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Fall, thinking right out here in the lab. Where I do what I do for you. Your boy's a little upset, so I'm about to get my rant on, but it's gonna be in the context of a message in the lesson. How about that? But yeah, I might get a little upset, but let's do what we do. Right isn't 25 rules led by. Try to get your hands up. Storytelling, story with a message and story for life. I give life lessons. That's what I do for you. Hope you appreciate it. Numbers say you do, so let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and hopefully motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment with knowledge of self. Right thinking is way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers do just that. So I'm on my grind to get you the information to do just that so you can know thyself. Let's go. That's my agenda. That's my mission. Your goal is to know thyself. Let's do it. I asked the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical, but if you don't know for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. Trust me. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believes and think that they know, dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows, but knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know that self. And to my yacht, be true. Okay, let's go. Let me get this thing started. Right thinkers, let's talk about, yeah, it's know thyself in your spiritual history month. And for those who didn't know, Black History Month, February. So you see where I'm going with this? February, the great, the get to know thyself and your spiritual history month. This year we get an extra day. It is still the shortest month. We can talk about that later, but it's that time to know about us as a black people, our history. Cringing right now. Okay, how about this? Let me start this off with the disclosure. White people, I don't mean no disrespect. Okay, so understand that. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. I'm going to disrespect you, but I don't mean to be disrespectful. You know how people tell you, I'm not going to be, I don't mean no disrespect, and then start disrespecting you. I'm about to do that. Okay, so at least you know. Let's go. Yeah, I'm a master teacher. Of what? Could you ask? Of a spiritual, philosophical, moralistic principle concepts I call right thinking. I adopted it from Shitaneta, Semi-Tawi, Mayat philosophy. I combined it all, made it mine, hence right thinking philosophy. But there's a purpose and a reason behind my philosophy, and I'm using it on a day-to-day basis. I've been teaching for the last few years. Y'all starting to pick it up and carry it, so I appreciate it. The wagon's getting a little heavy. I appreciate you. Okay, we're looking at 100 grand. Let's go. Now, I don't consider right thinking philosophy as black history. No, no. It's just the real, true history of what? Our black people. That's our history. Okay, I'm starting to get The motor started to rev up a little bit because, yeah, what I teach is ours. Just like there was, and understand this, please, no Bible, no Quran, no Torah. Also, there was no white people, only us, our people, black. So we didn't need to call it Black history. We didn't need to call it Black nothing. It was ours. Okay? And because it's old and ancient, we call it ancient, our ancient ancestry, spiritual truth that they set forth, that they live by, and live very well in peace and harmony for thousands of years. That's documented. Okay, it ain't assumption. No, it ain't a story. It's the truth. That's all I tell you. Let's go. Just like, again, I just did that outside. Now, we did just fine as our own. When the white man came in, your boy, that what's his name, the Alexander Numbnuts and the Ptolemies. Remember, they came in 4000 BCE and let us do what we're doing. So they pick up the history at 3200 BCE, which is just their way. But there's a lot of stuff going on way before then, and we got the history to prove. So we did fine until when that white man came into our world. We got ancient Africans who feel that way about the white man. We got Indians who feel that way about the white man. You got Australians who feel that way about the white man. You got the Native American who tell you the pale-faced man speak with a forked tongue. That means he's a liar. So everybody say the same thing about you. So let's just understand that. So I don't mean no disrespect. I'm just giving facts. Now this is truth. If the truth hurts you, that means you're a liar. So I'm moving on. And I love to hurt you liars with the truth. Simple as that. Okay, but 1 month to get to know ourselves, our history, and y'all okay with that? As a teacher, I'm not. I'm really not. I'm really, a little perturbed by that, but I'm going to try to make that change. I remember back when I was in high school, we was introduced to Black history. Like they was doing us a favor by teaching us and let us learn about ourselves. What they was really trying to do was hide their lies. Okay, why? Because in elementary school and grammar school, they gave us what? Their story. They figure by the time you get to high school, you done brainwashed you enough and indoctrinated you enough to watch this. They gave us history, again, as history, and Black history as something else. Like, really? Okay, but remember, we didn't say nothing about it. We took it, yeah, we got Black history, we got February, we get to be Black. And then come March, you go back to being ignorant. We'll talk about that later. I got something for that too. I studied his story, and I just gave you a breakdown. It really not the truth as it really happened. He's telling his version of it. He ain't telling the truth. That's the difference in his story and Black history. Black history is true, our history. His story is his story where he wants us to believe. Hence the belief system. That's where it comes from. Okay, moving on. If I was a religious person, excuse me, no, as a religious historian, and I study religion and I study history for a reason. They go hand in hand. And I know the history of the white man. Your history ain't that long. I study about ancient history, so your history ain't ancient, so I know your history well. And also, and it's not the truth as you present it to be. Some people think if they don't tell the truth, the whole truth, or they tell the truth, they're not lying. They just omitting the truth. So some people think that's not a lie. That's a lie. Some people in their mind substantiate nonsense like that. So I just want you to know that double in your no, it's a lie. What? No, it's a lie. Moving on. That's why Okay, yeah. For 1 month, you let us learn the truth about ourselves. And then it's back to 11 months of your life. And that's really our fault for allowing that. So I'm trying to really work on changing that. That dynamic has really got to stop. I want every month of the year to be Know Thyself month for our people. Oh, we can't do that. Man, scrap his system, adopt ours, and implement it. It's just that simple. I don't know what the problem about. We can't. Mm-hmm. I heard your boy say he's gonna stop funding schools that teach that nonsense. I'm with that. But how about funding more schools to teach us real history? Moving on. I teach spiritual truths as I learned them and know them from our ancient ancestors, not our oppressor. No way you can tell me. And people look at this white Jesus and say, that was Jesus. I freak out every time that happens. I'm like, really? I say, is it Peter Brass? He got woolly hair? No, he's the white man with stringy hair and a beard. But that ain't we. So that's my point. That's just a lie. And you're perpetrating this lie, and I don't get it. Moving on, I ain't go there because I start getting upset. I can't teach and get my spiritual truth across to my people. Why? It's hard. Why? Because y'all got them spiritually brainwashed with that nonsense that they learned early in life and they seem to can't let it go. Some people adopted it and made it their way of life. I don't have no problem with that. I respect them, but I would like to see us do us more than just 1 month. Sorry. I'm growing and followers appreciate, love that. Because why? I'm gonna tell you what it is, how it is, the way it is. And only because I teach and live what? The truth that I learned and I teach. And I took over 35 years to get here. And this just happened overnight. I didn't just come up with an idea. I'm gonna decide to come up with the right thing. No, no, no. So understand that. I was told I can get more right thinking followers if I widen my platform. Love the idea. True, but that's not my philosophy. I sell drugs in the same spot, day after day, year after year. I didn't. I ventured out when I dealt with my competitors to help them with the goods, being the good that I had the goods. So can't nobody say they sold me anything. They didn't know where I get my stuff from, just like Frank Lucas. They couldn't figure out how he got access. So my whole point is, if you got a connection, that's what it's for. That's how I did. But I didn't go here, there, everywhere. No, I'm the mountain. Come to me. Why? I'm not moving. So that's my concept. That's my theory. You know where I'm at. You don't come here by accident. And few people say they did. One guy said, man, I'm looking for some George Clayton stuff. I don't know what the hell you doing. Other guy said, I'm looking for some funk, but you got some good stuff there too. So either or. But I do this. This is what I do. And this is where I am. It ain't hard to find me. If you want to meet back in the day, 18th and Avon, you know where I'm at. That was my corner on the market. But okay. But when you got the goods, I had to go to the fish market over in New York 125th. You couldn't go inside. You couldn't sit down. You had to stand in line and get your stuff and go. If you got the goods, they'll acquiesce in my message. If you build it, they'll come. I'm building my foundation right here in my lab. I do what I do for you. Let's go. And I appreciate you too. But that's the deal. So I'm not TikToking and on no, okay, this is what I do for you. Moving on. Appreciate you though. Thank you. Now, where am I? Where am I? Down here. Okay. Okay, yeah, here we go. When I'm doing what it is I do, even whatever I'm doing something, when I'm doing it, I'm going to do it good and I'm going to be, and more important, I'm going to do it my way. I don't need to be taught right thinking philosophy. I don't need to be advised on right thinking philosophy. I'm just saying. So telling me what how might not want to do that. I'm just saying, So move on. We are again. I keep trying to make this point because I hear people talk about it, so I don't. We are spiritual beings, and when you obtain spiritual knowledge from your human side, you will know that you who you are, and AKA you will know thyself. That's becoming conscious of you and God being one. Everything is on the one. You should be part of the one. When you wake up and realize that, you'll know that for yourself. My goal is to get you to do just that. And then I got to go on and find somebody else who don't know who they are. Once I get you to know yourself, my job is done with you. You can do whatever you need to do. Continue to follow you, but you are good to go now. Okay? You're free, grasshopper. All right? All my students are grasshoppers. Let's go. Where we at here? Okay. Okay, we spiritual being. Watch this. Now that if I was in church, I would be considered an elder. Why? Because of my knowledge and understanding through life, my experience. On the streets, they call me OG. Again, from my experience and my knowledge of that. But I want right thinkers to know themselves just like me. Whatever it is you used to do, whatever it is you used to be your best self like me, because that's where it's at. Not what you used to do, not who you know. It's about being your best self. That's who right thinkers are. Best self. Knowing thyself to be your best self. And that takes work. Okay? It don't happen overnight. It ain't gonna just one day you wake up, all of a sudden, I know myself. Don't work that way. Here we go. Watch this. Now I teach spiritual truths again of our ancient ancestors. Again, why? They knew the truth and themselves. That's why. Moving on. If you learn to master my right thinking philosophy, what happened? You will have obtained the highest level of knowledge there is, which is what? Self knowledge. The best knowledge you can have. Knowing thyself is the end all be all as spiritual beings having a human experience. Not how much money you got, not how famous you are, but how much knowledge you have of knowing who the hell you are so you can live, do, and be your best self and go on into that good night forever without kicking and screaming. If you kicking and screaming, you ain't going. Moving on. Okay. Now, for spiritual beings who haven't a human experience, what is the ultimate goal? You ready? Sit down. Know thyself is your goal before your human death. Meaning the Bible tell you basic instructions for leaving earth. Yeah, that's what it means, but do it tell you how to make that happen. Right? Then philosophy teaches you how to make that happen. It's the way of life. You got to live it. Here you go. What's this? The Bible recommend basic instruction before leaving Earth. Yeah, it's cool, but I have something better. Right? Trust me. Older, original is always better than the newer copy. Why? Because you built off the old to create the new, and new don't always mean better. Okay? Understand that. Why? Look at the new generation now. Y'all didn't work for plug nickel. The older generation, I thought it was bad. Me to my dad, we done got, man, listen. So we ain't gonna even go there. Trust me. I'll take old any day. A good old is better than a new old. Why? Because when new get old, it ain't gonna be worth for nothing anyway. Old got old, knows it's gonna be old. Why? Because it work. It just do one thing, perform. If you are performing, don't make a difference how old you are, you still perform. So this new thing you just do sometimes, you do a little this, man, that don't mean nothing. So moving on, I'll get caught up in that concept. But if you don't have the wherewithal to use the knowledge that you got, that's the whole point of getting it, to use it, to implement it, to manifest. So, Bible, I study the Bible, it's basic instruction for leaving earth. Okay, well, what you doing? Reading the Bible and quoting verses? How you living? That's the difference. So let me tell you right now, here we go. It takes years of what? Studying, personal, and practicing what? To know thyself. It ain't just coming from reading books. It ain't coming from just listening to, it's coming from you putting the work in. Not just for 1 month. If you just became a right thinker for 1 month, we're going to cram 1 month of just constant right thinking knowledge for 1 month. And then next month, that don't make no sense to me at all. I'm just saying. So let's go. This is your history. It ain't black, it ain't white, it's yours. I mean us. So I ain't gotta put a color on it for us. Here you go. And again, the fact that it take that long, and watch this, it took me 30 years to master. Matter of fact, the spiritual truth of our ancient ancestors. And if I'd have just learned it 1 month, I'd still be in practice. I'd still be training. If it was just 1 month to learn, I would get nothing out of that. Simple. I got a brother-in-law, his birthday this year. He'll be 18. But he's only 77 years old. Why? Because he only get it one every 4 years. He's a leap year baby. Okay, my man. But the concept, 1 month of anything is not enough. 1 month is just enough to get you in a routine. 4 weeks, 28 days of routine procedure. You just getting out of the nonsense. And to go right back, okay, the Muslims, y'all fast, Ramadan. You show great restraint, great discipline to fast. Then you go back to being ignorant after the fast. I don't understand that. So that's another concept. Again, you show you can do it, but then you go back to doing stuff that you know ain't supposed to be doing. Half of y'all. So I'm just saying. So, but my point is 1 month is not going to make any difference in anything. Why? Because either good or bad, it ain't long enough to break a trend. It ain't enough to start a trend. So it ain't gonna really do nothing one way or another. That's my point. Gaining mastery of self for anyone takes what? Years of practice. And for some people, a lifetime. Because some of us don't get it. Some of us don't become a butterfly. We be a mini caterpillar and we go through life inching through and never make the that metamorphosis, that transformation, that raising of consciousness out of that now. But I still use the caterpillar butterfly analogy because everybody understands that. So moving on. I don't like the idea. It ain't much about me liking it. It just don't set well with me. What? Having 1 month to learn life lessons of yourself. That's all I'm saying. So you telling me tomorrow until March the 1st, it's all about everybody going to Egypt, everybody going to be black, everything is African. You're going to see everybody going. And then come March, we're back to, please, let's stop that. How about that? That's my question. That's what I don't like because I see it's good. Yeah, it's. I mean, I'm gonna love it. Why? Because I'm being heaven. Why? Because they want to hear. They want to know the stories. They want to get. But then when it's all over, they want to. It's like I don't get it. Like a parade comes to town, a circus. Yeah, everybody happy for a few days and a little while. Then all of a sudden it's gone. We back to doing what we used to do. That's not right thinking philosophy's job. My job is to get you to live, do, and be on a regular basis. So it's not a fly by night, hit and miss type of deal. Let's go. It's lifelong. Last one, wrapping it up. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. Hope you got the lesson. I ain't trying to offend nobody. Just want to wake my people up. We get, and this is another one that sticks in my core. I talked about it earlier. We get the shortest month of all 12 of the months. Even with the leap year, it's still the shortest month. I'm just saying. Let's take a month. We got January 31st. Take that off and give it to February. How about that? Put them in the race. At least it used to be 13 months of 28 days. That way, nobody will know better than anybody else. What you talking about? Yeah, it's another lesson, but I hope you enjoyed the lesson. That's what I do. Give information. This age of Aquarius, I got a bunch of information. I'm going to pour it down on you too. You keep tuning in. I keep pouring. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I'm out.